Hey Leo, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we're going to do your first week of June general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they cannot possibly apply to every single person watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all the information will be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, come on, welcome in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. So for all of the new viewers, I am an intuitive tarot card reader, which means I read the traditional sense of the card. But more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite pucks. In doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for your reading. I also meditate over the collective energy. So again, this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. And as always, I hope everyone's doing well. Currently, there are absolutely no reversals in either one of these decks. So if I get any reversals, I'm going to align them with the messages that we get, and I'm going to read them as such because I know they're meant to be addressed in that particular way. Now, when I was meditating over you guys' energy, I heard the song Sunshine by Coco from SWV. I'm going to leave the link to the song in the description box below so you can listen to it following the reading. Now, what's interesting is I actually got that same song, and usually when I meditate over the energies for my readings, I don't get the same song for signs, but I actually got this song for Gemini. And what's so funny is your card, the Sun card, was at the bottom of their main energy deck for the pre-shuffle. So some of you guys, if you are connected with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual, you may want to watch their reading because you are all over their reading. And then for me to get the same song, as theirs. And like I said, when I do my readings, I never get the same songs. I don't. I think it's probably one time that I did, and that was when I first started my channel all the way back in October, because usually Spirit always gives me specific messages, and they're completely aligned to specific, certain signs. So if you're attached and connected to a Gemini, Sun, Rising, Venus individual, you want to go back and watch their reading, because again, Leo showed up very predominant in their reading. What I'm picking up, okay, so the first thing, I got a couple messages, right? So the first message is that I feel like a lot of you guys are ready to risk it all. That's what I heard. I literally heard the phrase, I'm ready to risk it all. So for some of you guys, you're like, you know what? I don't care what it is I got to do. I need to get out of a certain situation so that I could be with the person that I love. I'm hearing that. Some of you guys, and I seen the Five of Pentacles, that's the lack, and that's the being left out in the cold. Some of you guys are leaving a person out in the cold, and some of you guys will possibly be left out in the cold or fear being left out in the cold if you leave a current love interest to be with someone else. Is what I'm picking up. I'm also picking up that a lot of you guys are fearful. You are in a relationship for stability, financial and home life, but you're not happy in that situation is what I'm picking up. And this could be vice versa. You could have someone who feels that way about a situation with you. You would know how to apply to your situation. So let's get some messages. Let's get some energies. We're going to hold the deck down, part it randomly, and get an additional message. Yep, and I said that. It's about finances for some of you guys. If you are holding on to a situation, it's because you don't want to have to pay out someone. Because remember, we just said at the bottom of the deck, we had the Knight of Pentacles. You don't want to have to pay someone. Because the Three of Pentacles is about building on together, building a foundation. You may have built a foundation with someone, a person that you're currently with right now. You may live with this individual. You may have investments with this individual, something that the two of you have done together. But it's like you're not happy there, but you're holding on to this situation for finances predominantly. I don't pick up an energy of love with this current person that you're with or the current person that you left, because I feel like some of you guys, you have separated from an individual. As we part the deck so that we can shuffle. Yeah, finances, Pentacles. Some of you guys are fearful of having to pay out, because look at him. He's holding up a large pentacle. This pentacle is bigger than his head, And then look at that. You have hands. Like you're going to have to be shelling out money to someone, and you're fearful of an imbalance. You're fearful of, your finances not being balanced if you move on and move away from this individual. Definitely the case for a lot of you guys. Also, some of you guys could be dealing with an earth sign. You guys also showed up in the Taurus reading, so you might want to look at the Taurus reading if you are dealing with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And I said earlier, right? Possible Gemini. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And you have Six of Pentacles in reverse. There was an imbalance in a situation with an air sign, possibly. Again, yeah. And what's so interesting is actually you guys showed up in Cancer's reading. Also, you guys have been all over the place just playing zodiac hopscotch. So you have the Cancer card. This is the card of Chariot. You did show up in their reading. And then you have an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Specifically, I'm picking up Gemini energy. And I feel like this Gemini individual is, this person could be defensive because you may have ghosted them for an air sign, or for a water sign, Cancer specifically. But with the Chariot being in reverse, I feel like whatever this was between you and this Cancer individual is done. And then also I feel like forward movement may have been halted between you and this air sign individual, because the Chariot upright is forward movement. The Chariot in reverse is a halt. And this is why the person may come off as defensive, or you may perceive that this person is going to be defensive. Let's see what we get. We're going to get 2 cards. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Air sign with that 3 of Swords, and then the Chariot. So I'm going to tell you, for some of you guys, you could have chose a water sign, predominantly Cancer, over an air sign. And you broke this person's heart. And then also with the 3 of Swords right next to the Chariot cards, you could have broke a Cancer's heart also. Because I feel like, because remember it was in reverse at first, I feel like some of you guys are going to be walking away from a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. Yeah. Some of you guys are walking away from that individual. I just seen a 3 of Cups. Possible third party situation. More air sign energy. This is the card of Aquarius with the Star card. But the Star card is about wish fulfillment and healing. You want some type of healing in the situation. You're tired of being defensive and always feeling like you have to fight your way through a situation. This is definitely your energy with the 7 of Wands. Major Arcana, the Star card. So somebody definitely has, look at this. Somebody, you felt like someone was your life partner. I always tell you guys, with the Empress or the Emperor, anytime we see them, that is a divine, one half of a divine partner. The Empress and the Emperor is always a spouse. Whenever you see an Empress, the Emperor is not too far behind. And whenever you see the Emperor, the Empress is not too far behind. You feel like, you know, there's going to be a lack of healing with an individual. Now, what I'm also picking up is that you could have been with somebody, engaged to this individual, married to this person, and you felt like this person was going to be your life partner, but it's looking like that's not the case, especially with the Star card in reverse. Again, that's wish fulfillment and healing. And that wish would be for things to reconcile with you and this individual, but it's coming up in reverse. Both of these are major arcana, so these are major things that you went through or you're going through. And remember, and I just seen the Emperor upright, and now look at that. So I see the Emperor upright, and then now I'm seeing the Empress upright. So whoever this is that you're moving towards, this person I feel like is your divine counterpart. I don't feel like this past person is. I feel a strong energy that, like I said earlier in the reading, in the pre-shuffle, a lot of you guys are going to take a risk and move out of something that was long-term in order for you to be with someone who you consider to be your real life partner. Again, back to the 6 of Pentacles, and it flipped down. So, you know, a lot of you guys are having difficulties with your finances, or it could be that things are not balanced in your life right now. Because Pentacles is also about your health, your home life, and definitely your finances. So remember I said earlier, risk it all. Now I'm going to tell you, Leos, especially for female Leos, if you know, if that's not, I feel like it's a male who just separated from a female partner. I'm picking it up strongly, and they're having to shell out money for child support, alimony, something to that nature, something as far as things that they may have had invested together. And maybe that's why they're not connecting with you if you're single at the moment, because this individual has to get their finances balanced. You see he's holding a scale. His finances are not balanced, and he's trying to get his situation together before he approaches you. Absolutely. At the bottom of the deck, what's this peeking up? You guys know how I am. Look, Sun card. Leo, this is your energy. Things are on the up and up. There's some positivity. There's some healing. The Sun card is about joy, wish fulfillment, and healing, contentment, happiness. But this person wasn't happy in this past situation. And remember I said earlier, this person may have been with a water sign. You got a 10 of Cups in reverse. I feel like if they were with a water sign, they lived with this individual, or they had a home life, or they have a foundation, they have investments with this individual. And it's coming up in reverse. And when they walk away from this situation, it's going to cause them to have some type of financial hardship. And that's possibly why they stayed in this situation. And if you are a Leo male watching this, I feel strongly, because we keep getting this water energy. We had the Chariot with Cancer, and then you had a 10 of Cups. If you're walking away from someone with strong Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you could be going through some financial difficulty, but I feel like you don't care, because you're like, whatever the case, I'm not happy. I can't keep being in this situation. Some of you guys are going to cut your losses. I'm hearing that. And even for the female Leo individuals, same sex, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, long story short, somebody's going to have to shell out some money. If you are dealing with someone who just recently went through a breakup, they're having to shell out some money. And if you are leaving someone, you could be losing some type of investment. Somebody's moving away, though. Six of Swords. And it came up right. I just picked it up a certain way. If you look at it in the background, there's a full moon. I always tell you guys, when you see moons, especially full moons in cards, that's about things that are hidden, things that are known, things that you don't have clarity about. And again, that's that sword energy. And I did say something about Gemini. You guys want to definitely watch that Gemini reading. But if you see the way it's looking on the table, they're moving towards the future. So you can have a Gemini who has had some difficult times with this Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Could be Aquarius or Libra also. Because remember, we did see Aquarius with the star card. But if you're dealing with an air sign specifically, this person has a lot of memories about some difficult times that they had with you. But nonetheless, it's not reversed, so I don't feel like this person's moving away from you. I feel like if you speak and reconnect with this individual, they're going to be open to it. And they're going to move towards you slowly but surely. Or they're going to be open to it. I'm always drawn to how she has this hood on her head. You know, hoods are like concealing your identity. Or it also, when you have that cloaked hood on, it could be like this energy of sorrow or sadness or heaviness. This individual felt pretty heavy or very sad that they had to move away from you. Also, I'm picking up an energy that this person could be feeling like they have to keep moving. They have to move forward. Yeah, I'm hearing that. So if you want to, male or female, doesn't matter. If you want to reconcile with an air sign individual, you might want to connect with them sooner than later. Because I am picking up an energy that they're feeling like, you know what, I have to move on with my life. And I feel like it's because there's a lack of communication between the two of you right now. They felt stabbed in the back by you. I'm telling you, a lot of you guys are definitely dealing with air sign, right? They definitely felt stabbed in the back, and I'm going to tell you, I feel like they feel stabbed in the back by you, and they felt like it was due to you being involved with a water sign. And I know, you know, this is a sword card, but you see they're floating on that water, and then there's the full moon in the background. Moons, and you know, always in those, in tarot, specifically Pisces and also Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. And I just kept saying, we kept picking up this watery, this moon, Cancer energy. If you see, the moon is right by her head. This person has in their mind that you decided to move away from them for someone who could possibly have strong Cancer placements in their chart. And again, it ties into this energy because, yes, this is a sword card, but if you see right behind this body, there's a body of water. So this person feels like you chose a water sign specifically. That's a very specific message over them. And they felt stabbed in the back by it. Heavy sorrow, darkness. This is a dark night of soul. This is completely black. Everything's completely black. Okay, as we part I'm going to part the deck randomly to get additional messages. Absolutely. So I'm going to tell you guys, positive. If you are fearing or were fearing moving out of a situation because you felt like you were going to lack in finances or your home life or something like that, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Male and female. For the males who feel like I'm going to have to shell out money and it's going to mess with my finances and it's going to make it difficult for me to move on, you're going to be just fine. For the females, if you are moving out of a situation that you had a partner who was predominantly taking care of finances, you're going to be just fine. For the females specifically, I feel like you're going to run into another person who's going to be well off and, you know, you're going to be balanced and aligned with that situation financially. As we part the deck to shuffle, you got to, you went from the 10 to the 9. And swords again. You guys are definitely dealing with an air sign. Definitely. This person's having sleepless nights about you. They're thinking about you a lot. I just seen the sun card again. They are thinking, definitely. And remember what I just said about that cloak? And then you got the cups again. It's very heavy air, water sign energy. Some of you guys, 3 of cups, that's third party. You got 2 cups behind you. That's 2 of cups. That's that couple soulmate. Some of you guys chose one person over another. And now, you know, you're regretting it. Look how he's looking down at the 3 of cups. Somebody's regretting it now. Yep, just seen the Tower card. Definitely an energy of regret. So let's get clarifiers. The Lovers card I just seen. That's the card of Gemini. 3 of Wands on the horizon. Something better on the horizon. You're turning your back to the past. You see how his back is facing us? A lot of you guys are deciding to turn your back to the past. Also, Like I said, I feel like if you're dealing with an air sign specifically, if you want this individual in your life, you better reach out to them soon. Because they're thinking about moving on because they feel like, well, you're not reaching out to me. You must have chose to stay and deal with this other person. What I feel like is that these individuals, or you don't know that this, somebody's turning their back on their past and they're looking towards the future. Something more positive, something more in alignment with them. Sun card. I told you guys, you're going to come out on top. If you are worried about, look at that, King of Swords in reverse, the Devil. Look at this. Page of Wands. Yeah, you could have been a playboy or playgirl at one point. You could have been definitely connected. Major Arcana, you could have definitely been connected to someone that was a karmic relationship. This person could have been very territorial and snappy and short. You got the King of Swords in reverse. This person, any king in reverse is not happy. Defensive, guarded, can be quite nasty. And I feel like that's the case, especially with you, if you were dealing with an air sign, because you see how you have the Page of Wands, that's your energy. I feel like in the past, you may have been a little immature, or you were giving premature offers, or this person was just nasty and cutting with you, and it made you guys turn your backs on one another. But you have something, there was a middleman, because you see how the Devil is sitting right in between these two people. And there's a contract, he's holding a contract, but you see at the tip of it, it's on fire. I feel like there's an ending coming in a relationship that was karmic with you. Could be the air or water sign, but I feel strongly because we kept seeing that watery energy in reverse. I feel like you ended something, or you're ending something, a karmic cycle with a water sign. And then you have the Sun card. So for your general energy, you have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by Major Arcana. The Sun card, your card, which is absolutely positive, because if you look at the Six of Pentacles, it's looking right in the direction of the Sun card. A lot of you guys were fearful of moving out of a situation that did not make you happy because you were worried about finances, but you're going to be just fine. You see how he's looking in the direction of the Sun card? Everything's going to be taken care of. And I feel like you know that, but it's just a fear. There's this fear that things will be difficult for you. No, they won't. You're going to be just fine. Absolutely. I see that already. And I kept seeing the sun in the pre-shuffle. And remember the song that I told you that I heard was Sunshine by Coco? It doesn't get... And this was at the bottom of the Gemini's deck. I'm telling you guys, watch the Gemini reading. Because especially even if you're not dealing with a Gemini individual, if you don't know, aspects of their placements, watch it anyway. Because they may have Gemini placements in their chart, but you just might not know all of their natal aspects. And then once you hear the storyline, it may build on and it may make sense to you and it may be tied into your situation. I feel like you're reconnecting with someone who you really feel like is your life partner, your sunshine, your better half. But you're needing to leave a situation that you feel financially bound to. There's energy of feeling financially bound to a situation. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Swords for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. Six of Swords. Yep. Some of you guys, and I feel like I had this before for Leos, like if there's no communication, this person is you're not going to be able to get this person back. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to show you how these cards flipped up. And it's quite a bit, right? You got a Queen of Wands. Remember, we were just saying the King of Wands, and this was peeking out the side. And then you had a Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you have the Six of Pentacles upright and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Absolutely. Yeah. And then you had a Page of Pentacles in reverse right up under that. Okay. You have the Six of Pentacles twice in this one spread. So for your possible outcome, you had a Six of Swords clarified by the Six of Pentacles. A lot of six energy. You got 3 sixes here. So, ooh, 666, 3 sixes, and then we just seen a Devil card. So that's definitely an ending to a karmic relationship with you and someone. Wow. 666, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. There's an ending of a karmic relationship with you and someone. Most definitely. Most definitely. And there was definitely some third party situation. You got 3 people right here. Someone was getting crumbs. Things were not balanced in the situation. Look at that. He has the scale here. And then he has the scale here. Things were not balanced in the situation with you and someone. And I'm going to tell you, because this is how the cards are showing up, right? If you were dealing with an air sign, you definitely was giving that individual crumbs. You were. Things were not balanced between the two of them. That's why I'm telling you, I don't feel like it's, I feel like the karmic partner may have been the water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, specifically Cancer. Specifically Cancer, because we see in the Chariot, then you got this moon right behind her. And it's this air sign individual, I feel like they know about this person because, like I said, it's right by the head, like that knowledge. And the moon is about the subconscious and also the thoughts and, you know, the knowing. You know, this person knew about this other individual. I feel like that's the case because look at that. They're sitting right across from each other. So they knew about each other. And I feel like you chose to give someone more attention than the other one because this person's waiting their turn for their, this person's waiting their turn for their crumbs. You see how this person has on the blue cloak and this person has on a blue coat? Absolutely. Some of you guys put a Gemini specifically, but it could also be Libra and Aquarius on the back burner, and you chose another person. But even with this other person that you chose over the other, you were even giving them crumbs because you weren't happy with this individual. It was all for finances. You were dealing with this situation because of financial and monetary gain and to not have to lose finances. Nonetheless, the Six of Pentacles is coming up in reverse. And I feel like this air sign individual that you're dealing with, they feel like there's never going to be a balance between the two of you all. So you're needing to reach out to this individual. If you really want to be with this individual, you need to reach out to them. Or they're going to move away. And this could be vice versa. It could be the fact that somebody needs to reach out to you or you're going to move away. Even if you don't have air sign placements in your chart, it could be more so that you're just like, you know what? You still have these memories of this individual. You could have been with them for 6 months, 6 years, going on 6 years because you see she's moving forward. So it could not be exactly 6 years, but you could be going towards 6 years. But nonetheless, somebody needs to speak up or this is going to be done because somebody's moving away and somebody's moving on. Wow, 666 energy, and we did just see that Devil card. Somebody's ending the karmic cycle with someone. But I feel like this is going to be a very positive thing because you have the Sun card. That's the most positive card in the whole deck of tarot, which means there's going to be something very positive on the horizon when you move away. The universe is definitely, you know, available to hand you a hand. They're playing a major role in this situation. Major. Could involve a child also. I have to say that because we have that baby right there, all happy and joyful. And yeah, threes, this 3 energy. You got these 1, 2, 3 sunflowers right over here by this baby. Somebody could have heard that a third party was pregnant. And that also could have been a reason why they held on to a situation. But then you see how he's moving away from these sunflowers. Somebody could have found out that it was just a lie, a rumor, something wasn't true to it, something to that nature also. So keep that in mind. Okay? So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.